So I'm back again with another video on how to make some really quick and easy design graphics for your social media marketing for, well, for audiobooks, at least as far as this is concerned, but it can be for anything. Um, I know in my previous video that was for Keynote, which is for Mac users, but this one can be used for anybody, PC or Mac users. So you go to Chrome or Firefox works best, and go to PhotoCollage.com. Now, this is a free service, and actually, my friend Neil brought this up to me, so thank you, Neil. And so I wanted to show you a couple things. So what I want to do is I want to put together a cool collage with my audiobooks. Now, this thing only allows 25 images, so let me see if I can, is that the right number? It's 21, so good, I'm in the right number. And forgive me, I'm going to cough. Still dealing with stuff. Okay, so now everything is here. So as you can see, they're all on top of each other. Now you can spend the time to grab them, resize them by left-clicking on that square, moving them, rotating them, however you want. Or you can hit Auto Collage, which will give you a book collage of all of the books, all of the images you have. But as you can see, unfortunately, it cuts a lot of things off. But it's a cool thing to do. Or you can go to Template, which has a lot of cool different backgrounds, layouts, and shapes and stuff that you can use. So I want to use this thing, which I think is pretty neat. So, but I want to highlight Little Women instead of The Little Mermaid, because Little Women is doing really well right now. It's number 3 on Amazon. Sorry, shameless plug. So instead of that being there, I hit swap. And what I can do is I click on the 2 images and then it'll swap. So that can be done for anything. So while you're in swap mode, I can swap my new audiobook, Love Nouveau, over from Living Soul. Let's see, In Too Deep was also just recently. And I think Long Days of Small Things would go there. So those are my most recent. Okay, cool. So that's fun. Although Little Women is now behind. So I click on out of swap mode, and I click on Little Women, and I use, where did it go? The image. There we go. Going forward. Yes. So see, what happened was In Too Deep was forward of Little Women. So I wanted to click on that and move it forward, or you can move it back. So now you can see it's got this green border, which I don't like. So I can click on any of them and click on this box here and change the border, which I'll change to white. So unfortunately, you have to do that for every single one. So it can be a little bit time consuming, but still super easy. You can also change the shape of it if you wanted to. It's really up to you. And you can make the border bigger or smaller. If you hit Keep Aspect, that will keep it to its original size. If not, then you can adjust it to whatever you want. So we're going to be white. White. Talk amongst yourselves for a minute as I quickly do this. I wanted to show you the different options that it has. Oops. Almost finished. As I am getting the borders done, see, white looks way better. And I'm also going to bring in a background. Now you can have this just as it is with no background at all. It's completely up to you. And it's a PNG, I think, if it's done this way, or it might be a JPEG when it saves out. We'll find out in a moment. Little Mermaid, and finally Growl, which Growl is hard to see, so let's move it up just a little bit more. Okay, cool. So that makes me, oops, sorry, forgot about the dating book I did. There. So that makes me happy. So now let's add some text. hashtag Andrea on Audible. Change the font to something, and you can make it a little bit bigger and change the color. Let's leave it black and move that here, and then let's add another text, AndreaEms.com. Keep the same font, and then, oops, bring that down here. So, like I said, you can save it just like this, and if you do, you hit Order, hit OK, and you just wait for it to upload. Ignore this area right here, that's for ads, don't click on that. Now, you're not actually ordering it. It is going to upload, and it's going to give you an option to save instead of hitting Order, which is where the free part comes in, which is awesome. So as this is almost finished, give it a moment. Okay, so save, which will then bring it down here to save it. And once that is finished saving, you can click the X. And then as you see, boom, excuse me, I have a really great, cool graphic that didn't take long at all. Now, going back to this, I think I want to add a background. So go to Collage and set background. Now here you can either set the color, which will just be a nice flat color, or you can use the stock images that they provide here, which is a pretty cool amount, or you can browse your own area. Now I have a lot of stock images on my computer because I do a lot of design, so I would say let's use this one. Why not? Gives it just a little bit of fanciness, I guess. And yeah, so I'm pretty happy with that. So now I'm going to see, what is this? Yeah, so you can save it as a PNG, JPEG, bitmap, PDF. You can save and share online, which is kind of cool. Also, when you go to Collage here, right now I have the pixels to be 4:3, which is 1024 by 768. But you can adjust that to whatever you want. That's the canvas size. And it also gives you suggestions for graphics to use for Google+, Facebook, and Twitter. But I'm happy with the way it is right now. So again, I'm going to, should be set for online use, save in high resolution. So hit OK. So that's another way you can do it. Instead of hitting Order, go to File and save it the way you want, and this thing will come up again. See, I learned something with you. So as we wait, I'm going to take a drink so I'm not coughing. Sorry about that. So exciting watching a loading bar, isn't it? Again, one of the reasons why you want to change up your graphics is because if you use the same graphic over and over again, it's going to get stale, and people are just subconsciously going to say in their mind, oh, this is the same ad I've seen before, so I'm not even going to read it, even if you have different text on your post. And usually when you post, especially on Twitter, it's good to have an image attached because it draws the eye. So we're going to save it. It's going to come down here. It is saved. I'm going to X out here. Let's look at it. Cool. And now I have a cool graphic. So anyway, I hope this helped, and I'll see you online.